Good day, everybody. Hey, Cody Posey here with Pop by Realty, and today, guys, we are going to walk through a neighborhood called Legend Heights. Guys, this is on the east side of New Braunfels, located in the same neighborhood as Long Creek. As you should be able to scan on the on your video, you're going to be able to see the baseball field right here in front of me from Long Creek, and they're also building the high school. But guys, also I am using an Insta360 camera, so you should be able to see all around. Now, guys, first thing before we get started, hit that like and subscribe button, but also comment below on questions that you have with this neighborhood, and I'll reach back out to you and I'll get as many of the answers as you can. Now, guys, as I said, this neighborhood, this is built by KB Homes. They started this really about 2.5 years ago when they were on their final phase of a neighborhood. In fact, the neighborhood I live at, Legend Pond, which is directly behind me right now. Now, with that, guys, this neighborhood, this is going to be developing in several different phases. It's going to be around as they got home site as far as the eyes can see right now. But it's also, they just got the amenity center built up and they got the new model homes built out. And that's what we're going to tour today. Now, there's a lot of people, like when you look at homes, they're like, what's the difference between like a KB home, a D.R. Horton home, a Perry home, and a Highland Homes? And really, when I have this discussion with buyers, it's really quite simple. You're going to have your starter level homes that, I mean, there's going to be an entry level, and they're not going to use the same construction materials, meaning like their exterior walls, they may be 2x4s instead of 2x6s. Their roofing rafters, they may not be stick built. They may be engineered trusses that's going to be built, that's already built, prefabbed, and brought out here on site. Maybe they use 2x4s in the rafters and not 2x6s. Amenities and upgrades in the house. There's all kinds of different things. So when you look at KB Homes, I mean, guys, make no mistake about it. I mean, these are starter homes we're going to be walking through today, and there's nothing wrong with them. And I think it's one of the things that people kind of like they really get this kind of like this bad attitude, or not really bad attitude, but just bad thoughts, that just because when we say starter homes, it means it's not a very well built home. Guys, I lived in the same KB home for 10 years and it has held up very well. It's doing very, very well. And it's like every other home. If you maintain it, it will take care of itself. It's kind of like a vehicle. You just got to keep the maintenance on the vehicle. So with this is going to be the plan 1243. This is our smallest plan out here in the community. Now you're looking at in between 40 or 50 foot lots. So when you're looking at the difference, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I mean, look at the distance between that and the house. Yeah, I can sit there, open my window. I'm going to be able to toss a beer to my neighbor. Not really the best lifestyle I like, but again, when you talk starter level, I mean, this home starts at $230,000. And when you look at KB, there's one thing I like about them, there are different upgrades that you can do with a house, whether it be cabinetry, paint, the type of material you want to use. So this home itself, this is like a Formica countertop right here. You can upgrade that to granite, or maybe you like quartzite. The flooring is a vinyl. You can put carpet down. You can probably upgrade this to porcelain too as well, and I know you can, unless they change your things. But when you look at this plan, I've actually sold this plan to a client of mine. She absolutely loved it because it really fit her lifestyle needs. And that's what it really comes down to. The home is, first is location is going to be important, but you also got to look at the lifestyle and needs. Now, one thing I'll say is, like, this is the master bedroom. It's, again, guys, very, very simple. Nothing really complex about it. You got enough closet space. Now, if you're married and you have several kids and something like a closet like that would not work for me and my wife. But again, it's not me living here. If you're single, it's a great lifestyle. Or if it's just you and your wife or your spouse, it is a great living aspect. Now, here's the second bathroom here. As you can see, again, very, very simple. There's nothing complex. Now, one thing about this is I do find very interesting is like where they hide the laundry mat. But then again, guys, remember, this is just 1,250 square feet. So again, you're not, when you're purchasing a house like this, you're not looking for anything spectacular starting off. But I mean, you're just looking to accommodate. So this is kind of like more or less like a minimalist point of view when you on a house like this. But again, it's also big enough to fit you and your family in if you got small little ones. It just really depends on how much space you need. Again, like a house like this, you're looking at starting at $230,000. And again, this is KB Home. This is their smallest option. Now we're going to move into a different style of plan that they have out here. This plan over here is going to be a little over 1,400 square feet. I'll give you the actual plan name. Now when KB names their plans, it's just named after the square footage of the house. So nothing real fancy, very similar to what Perry does. This is the plan 1417. Now, as you can look at this concept, this concept, so you're looking only 200 square feet bigger than the other house, but it looks a whole lot bigger because they open the space up. Now, I have been with clients that, like, I mean, I've showed them like two of the same square footage of the plan, and one seems much bigger. Couple things really affect that is one, where does the builder put the walls at? But second, like, is how high the ceilings, because like if you got just low ceilings everywhere, then that can really makes some people feel like they're boxed in. Now, when you're looking at these ceilings themselves, these are 8-foot ceilings in here. These are not 9-foot. You can get an expansion upgrade here with KB with 9-foot ceilings. It is one of the options. But you can see like the living room, the kitchen, it's open. Allow a bigger flow, but also like when you walk into the master bedroom, you're going to be a completely different feel because you're going to have your closet right over here next to the bed. So you're a little bit away from the shower. Now there are some plans where it's going to be, you're going to walk through the bathroom just to get to the closet space. But again, guys, nothing fancy, but as you see, like even with this room, I mean, guys, it's a king size bed with 2 large nightstands. So you're still looking at a good sized master bedroom. Now with that, same thing, these are a different style of countertops, kind of like a Formica setting. They're Formica is what they are. They just have a different feel to it. Again, nothing spectacular. Now where they section off the house, you go in, they got this set up as an office, but this would be a bedroom. It's a decent, it's big enough. I mean, I wouldn't want to put a queen size or bigger in here, but you could fit a full size bed in here. A small closet. Second bathroom. Now this bedroom is a little bit bigger than the one we had before. You're going to have a double door closet versus a single door. The closets between the 2 rooms that we just saw, they're still going to be roughly the same though. Laundry room. And then same thing with this room. Again, guys, remember that's a twin bed, so it's not like it's a whole lot of room. You could put a full size, but I definitely would not go a queen and bigger in a room this size. It really depends on like what you're looking for. Now this closet is a lot bigger than the other closet, so I mean you do have room there. But again, you're looking at 1,400 square feet, a little over 1,400 square feet. Now the flooring in this one specifically, this looks like a porcelain floor. You got carpet in the bedrooms. It's now a lot of people. There are some people that are asking about the difference between like carpet, ceramic, or porcelain flooring. So carpet, I mean, you kind of know the deal. Like you're going to find carpet mostly in bedrooms, nearly all with most of the builders. Now, a lot of the builders are going to offer you like either you can go carpet throughout the house, or you could potentially upgrade to a ceramic tile. With ceramic tile, remember, it cracks easier. And then the next tile up is going to be like a porcelain tile. But also you're going to have builders that are going to do like you can do like a luxury vinyl plank. You got some builders that will do hardwood floor, and you got some builders that are just going to put in vinyl flooring. The one thing about KB Homes that I love is the fact that they have options for upgrades inside their homes. Not every builder, especially at this level, is going to offer that. There was a while that KB Homes was the only one after COVID because of the supply chain issue. But as that's being resolved, you're seeing more and more builders offering buyers more options to lease, add upgrades versus building it to spec and it just stays as it is, and whatever you want remodeled, you do it later. So that is one of the advantages. They're going to have a complete KB store that's down there in San Antonio, that if you built your home from the ground up, you would go visit their home, or you would go visit their store, their warehouse down there, and you're going to talk about the potential upgrades that you want to add into the home. Now with that, KB puts a limit on, I'd have to verify this, but it used to be 20% of the amount of upgrades that you could put inside your home in order for it to be financed. Anything above that 20%, or correction, not 20%, I'm sorry, it was 10%, and anything above that 10%, you would have to pay for as part of your closing costs. Now, this next plan, again, go verify your information. It said if you have questions about that, shoot them in the notes and shoot them in the comments below, and I will reach out to a KB representative and ask them directly. Now, this next plan, this is called a 1772. This is going to be a 2-story plan. As you can see, this is an 8-foot door. As you walk in, you're going to have a garage access along with a coat closet and a little half bathroom that's going to be going below the stairs. Now, again, this is very quaint. Again, you got your dining room, living room combined, decent size. You can see the furniture that they put in. Now, this is one of their upgrades in their kitchen. It's either, this feels like more, this is going to be more of a quartz there. It's not a granite, it doesn't feel porous. But again, you're only looking at 1 inch versus like 1.5 inch, 2 inch. Now, one of the neat things about this house I like, it has a little bit, you got a bigger pantry is one thing that I wish I had in my house. Now, I had one of the pantry doors that would open up here, and I really don't have enough food and space. So this is actually a true walk-in pantry that you're seeing. And as you can see, also you have plenty of cabinet spaces for whether you've got pots and pans, big plates, whatever it may be. Now, one thing you're going to find out is like when you're going in and you're working with these new builders, the price is negotiable, but also if you need appliances, work with the salesperson to put the appliances in. At first, they're going to tell you, no, you can't do the appliances, or our builder won't let us. But if you negotiate and they want to sell that house hard enough, I promise you, they will put in the appliances. If not, they just lose out on the sale. It's one thing that I have not had any issue with getting my buyers. Now, with that being the case, that's not always true either, but it's just up to you. Now, one thing about this house, this is one of the downfalls, and this is one thing I don't like about my house. The primary bedroom is upstairs. As you see, it's good size, and this is what I was talking about. You're going to have your bathroom, and you're going to walk through the bathroom to get to the closet. A little bit different than the other homes. What I'm curious to know from you is, do you prefer the master to be upstairs or downstairs? And whether or not is that a deal killer or not? Now, as you look in the master bathroom, again, you got a good sized linen closet. I mean, it's actually way good sized linen closet. Not more than just towels. Again, you got a little area where you can create a little office up here. You can make this kind of an extension of your bedroom. Some people would make it a playroom, but really with this size, I don't think you'd want a playroom right on the outside of the primary bedroom. Now going to the back here, you're going to have 3 bedrooms, or correction, 2 more bedrooms. Again, now this room is a whole lot bigger than the other rooms. You can easily fit you can really fit a queen size in this one. And again, closet space just like what we saw earlier. Another linen closet. This is more like the one that we have at our house. You got a decent sized bathroom. And again, all 3 bedrooms up here, like you compare them, especially when you look at 1,700 square feet, these rooms are actually a whole lot better size than the other houses that we looked at. Very similar closet to what we had at the first. And then here's where your washroom would be. Which also brings a comment. Put in the comments below, do you prefer the laundry room to be upstairs or downstairs? I want to hear from you on that. Because again, if your living area is upstairs, I still meet with clients that still would rather have like the washer and dryer downstairs. So I'm just kind of curious on the thoughts behind that, because I don't understand it myself. But anyway, guys, this is this is not the largest model. They go all the way up to 2,200 square feet. These are going to be on 40 to 45 foot lots. So the lots, again, they're not huge, as you can see down the neighborhood over here. But with that, I mean, like when you look out here in Texas Hill Country, I mean, land is premium. And remember, like when we're talking about homes like these, we're not talking about $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 homes. These are starting in the low 2s, and don't get me wrong, 220, that's still expensive for a home, especially when you compare it to even just a few years ago what homes cost used to be. Now I'm going to walk over here to the amenity center, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. So my son comes over here all the time. He comes over and kicks a soccer ball because sometimes the schools are filled. And that's what's one of the neat things about this neighborhood is you saw the high school. Right behind these houses here, you got a brand new elementary school that's finishing up its first year. And then a mile down the road, you got New Braunfels Middle School. So really, if you got kids that are like looking to grow up in the neighborhood, you are going to have school access everywhere. So that is definitely not going to be an issue for you. Wherever you for your small kids, like going to school, or if you got high school kids, they don't necessarily have to drive, they can just walk to school. That's what my kids do. But with that, walking over to the amenity center, and as you can see at the back of the amenity center, if you look beyond that, where you see all that dirt and gravel, that's how far back KB is going within here in Legend Heights. Now there are adjoining neighborhoods. Like where I'm pointing the camera at right now, you got a neighborhood that's behind KB called Park Place. That's going to be Century Homes and MI Homes. That we will at some point tour some of those homes too as well in coming weeks. Way back beyond, you're not going to be able to see it. You got a D.R. Horton community called Winding Creek. That's off 1044. What's really neat about that neighborhood is some of those home sites, they're still on what's called USDA land, which means you can get a different type of loan type for a first-time home buyer, for any home buyers, that may not require you to put a down payment on that home. It's the next best loan, in my opinion, from buyers behind the VA loan. All right, so you can see you got the playground, but not only the playground, like you got a nice piece of green space where kids can just run. And that's what's nice about the little ones, is having this area for them to run and get that energy out. I know my kids needed it. I mean, my kids are older now, so now I'll try to force them to get out. But you can look here in the pool, like this front part I'm showing you right now, that's just 1.5 feet deep. Great for the little ones just learning how to get in the pool. And then it gets all the way to just a little bit over 4 feet deep in the deep end over here. So it's not super deep, but enough for your kids to play in, but also a chance for you to relax, especially when you look in our summer hot days. Now look guys, I hope this has been very informative. And if you have any questions, write them in the comments below. If you need me to reach out and get answers for you on this community, I know the agents in this area very well. I mean, I've lived out here for 10 years. I know the community very well out here. We are going to see other homes, but more importantly, guys, I want to hear from you what you have to say. Again, drop your comments below, like, subscribe this channel, and if you have a specific neighborhood or community that you want me to hit, you want me to tour, guys, hit me up and I'll go videotape it for you. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and